together. We thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the contest. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Hey Rob, remind me what kind of shot I should be getting again? What's the hardest name there to pronounce? Any tough ones? Or?
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
A picture-perfect afternoon for Hastings versus Rye-Neck here at the home of the Panthers, however, and welcome inside the Rye-Neck High School Sports Complex. I'm Ian Sachs bringing you all the action, and the first face-off for the game belongs to Rye-Neck, and Steven DeRico controlling it for the Panthers. Rye-Neck in its home white jerseys with the sky blue lettering and black trim, black shorts to match, and the black helmets with the RN on the side. Hastings, meanwhile, in their road green uniforms with yellow lettering and white trim, and the white helmets and shorts to top it off. Dinovelis controls here for the Yellow Jackets. And they'll circle it back to Erez. That shot, a nice save in the cage for Zezi Zinjir, the freshman keeper for Rhinebeck, has done a great job since being inserted into the lineup. Zinjir missed the first 6 games of the season. And so possession will stay with Hastings here. Erez met one-on-one with Hilton. And that shot rifles in for a goal. Isaac Erez, the senior midfielder, putting Hastings on the scoreboard just a hair under 2 minutes into this contest. Second shot of the game for the Yellow Jackets finds the back of the net. And that puts the visitors up 1-0. Hastings comes in to this game with a 3-6 record. Rhinebeck, meanwhile, very similar, sitting at 2-6. We'll wait for the face-off, and there's the whistle. And Rhinebeck wins it for a second time today. So they're 2 for 2 on face-off wins. We'll see if they can capitalize here and find the equalizer. Entry pass to Pereira. Slips through, and Pereira's shot is saved by senior goalie Marcus Corjito. There is a flag down on the field, but no call yet from the official. And the ground ball will be picked up by Zinjir. And so now we do get the call on the flag. A 30-second penalty called on Dylan Reese. So Hastings will work with a man up here just outside the 9-minute mark in this first quarter. Dinovelis will start with the ball in his stick. After working it around, Dinovelis has it once again. Now back to the X position. And the ground ball will stay with Hastings. But a push on the Yellow Jackets, and Rhinebeck gets possession. Reese brings it into the offensive third, and then forced to retreat, goes around the screen from Coletta. Reese rifles a shot in, and a goal for the freshman. 14th goal of the season for Reese, and 4 minutes into this game, we're all even at 1. So Reese coming off the penalty. Good to get Rhinebeck on the scoreboard. Pereira and Herbstman for the face-off once again. And Rhinebeck wins it a third time. Pereira so good in the face-off circle. And now Hastings takes over. Herbstman forced to pull it out, and now into the X position. Dinovelis will look to go one-on-one with Thur. The pass knocked down, and Rhinebeck comes up with it. Griffo with the defense on the play. Ayers forces the turnover. Ayers' shot is knocked down. The save from Zingier. Dancing through, and the pass inside. Prawl tried to get a shot off, and Rhinebeck comes up with it. The pass to midfield will be controlled by DeRico. And Rhinebeck looks to go on the attack here. Bianchini controls it. Long pass ahead, too high for Coletta. And it's off the sideline, possession to Hastings. Just past the halfway point of this opening quarter. Ayers clears it for Hastings. And that pass inside, another save for Zingier. That was a great pass to set up the shot right in front of the crease, and Zingier did a nice job with the body save. Ground ball picked up by Bianchini. Correction, DeRico, and we'll get a flag on the play. And so with that, we will take a timeout. All even at 1, 5:10 to go in the first quarter.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
And we're back here, middle of the first quarter, with Rhinebeck on possession, looking to claim its first lead of the afternoon. Reese passes it off to DeRico. Inside, the shot bounces in for Noah Thur. And just like that, out of the timeout, Rhinebeck takes a 2-1 lead. The senior Thur making it happen. Great ball movement from the Panthers to find Thur alone right near the post, and he was able to angle around and beat the keeper in Cortijo. .446 remaining in the opening quarter, and first face-off won by Hastings today. Amaral gives it off to Capuano. That one rifled in and hit off the post. Prawl with the shot. Hastings maintains possession, but the Panthers dodged a bullet on that rifle. Capuano draws the defense out. And now the Yellow Jackets work it through the X position and back out around. Slipping through, that shot and in there for a goal. Erez, his second of the game, and we're all knotted at 2. Isaac Erez put Hastings up 1-0 less than 2 minutes into the game, and now finds the equalizer to knot the game at 2, just inside of 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Herbstman and Pereira meet once again in the face-off circle. And Rhinebeck wins this face-off. Griffo brings it forward. Off the ground ball right in front of the crease. Still loose. And now popped up. Sabane pulls it in. And Rhinebeck with an opportunity here. That one was loose for a while before finally being captured. Now another loose ball, this one near midfield, and Rhinebeck will keep it once again. Griffo passes it off, a dangerous pass from the senior. And now an infraction called on the Panthers, so the Yellow Jackets get the possession back inside of 3 minutes. That one off the mark from Capuano. And it will stay with Hastings. Perez sneaks past the defender and now pass it off. Prawl brings it back into play. Capuano's shot was altered by the defense as we hit the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And Hastings will bring it back into play off the end line. He lost his balance on that one, tried to make a cut. That was Jack Fromm. Here's Pereira crossing midfield, and the pass up ahead to Coletta. Great fast break opportunity for Rhinebeck, but Cortijo makes the save on the shot from Reese. Slipping through, Pereira draws 2 defenders. And Hastings forces the turnover on that last possession. Dinavelis goes one-on-one with Pulsino. Inside of a minute to go in the opening quarter. That one saved by Zingier. As we approach the 30-second mark, Hastings still with possession, looking to take a lead into the quarter break. And they'll play it slow here with 20 seconds to go. That's Capuano. Now 15 to go. Capuano bounces it toward the cage. 10 seconds now. They work it back out. Now 5 for Hastings, and that one off the mark. Possession to Hastings with a second and a half. And that will end the quarter. Hastings with several opportunities to take the lead, but we're all even at 2 heading into the second.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Start of the second quarter here at Rhinebeck. The Yellow Jackets and Panthers all knotted at 2. Hastings jumped on the scoreboard first. Rhinebeck then answered with 2 consecutive before the Yellow Jackets knotted the score in the final minutes of the quarter as Rhinebeck wins that face-off. Pereira once again. Hard hit on Griffo. And he is down. Griffo took a hard tumble on that play. Right out of the face-off, Pereira controlled it, passed it to Griffo, and then he went down in a heap on the hit, forcing this timeout just 14 seconds into the second quarter. Coach Jonathan Sable out to check on him. Griffo, one of the senior leaders for this Rhinebeck team. And we'll take another break as well. Early second quarter, score even at 2.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
So play will continue here in the second quarter. Vincenzo Griffo just walked off the field under his own power, had the wind knocked out of him on the first play of this second quarter. And so Rhinebeck will run with the possession here. It's Pereira clearing it and passing it off for Thur. DeRico brings it to the near side, and here's Reese now. Reese goes around the screen, and now we'll pass it off for Thur. The senior freshman tandem right there. And Reese looking for the cage, but off the mark. Thur keeps possession for Rhinebeck. Now Pereira controls it for the Panthers. Reese's shot is in there for a score. The second goal of the game for the freshman Dylan Reese. And that makes it 3-2. Rhinebeck won the opening face-off of the quarter and worked that possession down. Took a minute and a half off the clock and scores first here in the second quarter to take the lead. Hilton steps into the face-off circle for the Panthers now. And Herbstman gets the better end of that one. So Hastings with an opportunity, but they throw it out of bounds. So possession to Rhinebeck. And how about that to start the quarter? Rhinebeck on its first possession takes a minute and a half off the clock, results in the Reese goal to take the lead. Then right out of the face-off, Hastings wins it and gives it right back 10 seconds later. Reese will clear it for the Panthers. And now here's DeRico. Reese looks for the hat trick, but instead pulls it back. That one a save for Cortijo off the Pereira shot. Pereira got a breather a moment ago, but is back into the action. And now here's Capuano slicing through, and the pass off the mark intended for Fromm. Zingier comes up with the ground ball. And Steven DeRico, with plenty of green in front of him, passes it off for Reese. Reese slips in the shot, and a third goal for Dylan Reese. 3 minutes into the quarter, Dylan Reese already has 2 goals, and it's a 4-2 edge for the Panthers. Reese, who came into the game second on the team in goals, now sits just 2 behind the sophomore Luke West for the team lead. Reese entered the day with 13 goals, now up to 16 with the hat trick today. And Rhinebeck playing without West. Pereira back in the face-off circle for Rhinebeck, but this one will be won by Hastings. Looked like they had it, but instead Rhinebeck comes up with it momentarily, and we're in the Rhinebeck offensive third. The Panthers controlling it. The referee holding a broken stick. Didn't see whose stick that was that split in half, but instead the Panthers looking to expand on its 2-goal lead, and will have a timeout by Coach Sable and the Panthers. So Rhinebeck with a 4-2 edge here early in the second, looking to expand the lead before halftime.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, it kind of feels like a family.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Rhinebeck takes the possession out of the timeout, leading 4-2 here in the second quarter. Reese pulls it out into the X position. Off the double team, the shot saved by Cortijo. Reese drew the two defenders and already had his mind made up to go for the score. The high pass finds its way to Prawl, and he clears it. Now Prawl with a little 2-on-2 will pull it back out and wait for the offense to settle. Capuano controls it at the top. And now we'll look to give it off. Capuano slices that one in, and a save for Zingier. Zingier with his fourth save. Right at midfield, Rhinebeck turns it over, and Serby comes up with it for Hastings. Yellow Jackets work it to Capuano. Harris, who already has the 2 goals so far today, draws the tough defense from Sabane, and he'll pass it off. More than halfway through the quarter now. And that one bounced over the cage. So it will be possession to Hastings. That one from well outside, off the mark. Erez looking to show the range, but could not find the back of the net. Capuano sends that one along. Hastings stays with the possession, and they continue to apply pressure to the Rhinebeck defense. Fromm throws that one off target. Hastings is keeping the pressure on, but just failing to find the mark. Capuano this time has that shot knocked down. But Capuano picks up the ground ball. He steps on the sideline. So a turnover, and that's the stop that Rhinebeck needed to get the possession back. Third clears it for Rhinebeck. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's Dorico from the top. Inside of 4 minutes now. Coletta picks up the ground ball. Loose ball here, ranging back toward midfield, and Hastings comes away with the turnover. Capuano brings it forward and launches it high, and the save by Zingier, the shot from Fromm. Looked like perfect execution on the fast break. But Zingier so solid back there between the posts. Foster takes a hard tumble. The fans here in Rhinebeck wanted a foul, but instead it's just a turnover. Hastings with an opportunity here. Fromm once again. This time beats Zingier, and Fromm makes it a 1-goal game now. First Hastings goal of the quarter comes more than 9 minutes into the period. 2:49 left on the clock before halftime. Hilton and Wisniewski to face off. Third couldn't pick it up, and Hastings controls it. Capuano back onto the field for the Yellow Jackets. Shot saved by Zingier. Erez tried to beat him for a third time, but Zingier picks up save number 6 as we hit the 2-minute mark. Third clears it. The pass batted down. Great defense, step by step with him, Cunningham, but the shot in there and the goal. So Rhinebeck answers a minute later, thanks to Dorico. So right after Hastings netted its first goal of the quarter, Rhinebeck answers with its third, and a minute 43 in front of halftime. It's back to a 2-goal edge for the Panthers. Hilton and Wisniewski meet once again in the face-off circle. Possession awarded to Rhinebeck, and Pereira brings it forward. Pereira hounded, will pass it off, and that one goes high. Went just over the goal, was intended for Bianchini. right near the crease. And so off the turnover, it's Hastings' possession. And the Yellow Jackets have exactly 1 minute to work. Capuano passes it inside, but Serby can't come up with it. And the ball finds its way to Zingier. 45 seconds remaining. Possession to Hastings. As we hit the 30-second mark in the first half, that shot a save by Zingier. It was off the stick of Capuano. And Zingier, his 7th save. 15 seconds to go before halftime. Hastings controls it with another opportunity. 10 seconds now. That one inside, another save. Zingier so solid back there. And Rhinebeck will run out the clock. So the Panthers take a 5-3 lead into halftime. Thanks to solid offense early in the quarter and staunch defense by Zingier in between the posts to close it out. We'll step aside as well. The Panthers leading 5-3.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Everywhere you looked, you saw pain and loss.
The situation was dire, and I think we all needed to see some light in the darkness.
If you turned on the TV at night, all you saw were stories of loss and fear.
But on a local level, there was hope. And those were the stories that we wanted to focus on.
LMC stepped in and served as a communication bridge, not only to disseminate important information, but also to uplift our community.
LMC was able to showcase so many heroic acts taking place locally, stories that without hyperlocal media wouldn't have reached a viewing audience.
Welcome to LMC Media and our community conversations.
Our community conversations pieces were one way to let everyone know that despite all of the terrible tragedies taking place, there were amazing things happening in our community.
People look to those stories for hope and connection. I think that's what's so important. The fact that LMC has kept us all connected.
LMC taught us how to come together digitally. They helped us with every Zoom meeting from the start till now and kept us being able to connect with you.
I just want to thank LMC Media for being there for us throughout this emergency and for helping us look out for one another. You're a vital part of this community, and we could not function and govern and take care of our residents without your vital input.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand. LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Start of the second half, Rhinebeck with a 5-3 lead over Hastings. Ian Sachs bringing you all the action here on LMC Varsity Sports. Be it on LMC, the TV stations, LMC's website, or the YouTube channel. And the opening face-off won by Rhinebeck. Panthers looking to add to their lead, but instead the ground ball finds its way all the way to the crease, and Hastings momentarily came up with it. Still battling for the loose ball. Pereira came up with it and passes it out of the triple team. Now here's Reese. He had the 3 goals in the first half. And he will pull it back out. Joining Reese in the scoring were Thur and DeRico. Meanwhile, for Hastings, 2 goals from Erez and 1 for Fromm. Ground ball picked up by Hastings, and Herbstman is off to the races. Entry pass, and that's in there for a goal from Chris Prahl, the senior midfielder. Gets the Yellow Jackets on the scoreboard here in the second half and closes the deficit to 1. Good defensive stand from the Yellow Jackets on the first possession here in the half, and then the transition play leading to the goal, and now it's 5-4. Off the face-off, Helton picks it up momentarily, only to lose it, and now Hastings loses it off the sideline. So possession to Rhinebeck. But the Panthers give it right back. You saw the dangerous pass there as they tried to advance it. Playing on the sideline and gives it right back to the Yellow Jackets. 2 minutes expired here in the half. Ariz's pass knocked down, but he picks up the ground ball. Capuano's shot rifles high. Hastings stays on the possession. Slipping through inside, pass to the X position, and now the ground ball will be picked up by Capuano momentarily, but Hastings comes up with it as Griffo clears it for the home team. His shot is saved. Portillo with his 5th save today. And it will be Hastings' ball. Serby passes it forward. And the Yellow Jackets will clear. De Novellis passes it into the X position, and they work it around to the far side. Battle for the ball now. And we'll get a foul call, so possession to Rhinebeck. Pereira slips through 3 defenders, still going, and will clear it. Thur with the shot, turned away. Thur cutting in front of the crease, had an opportunity, but could not capitalize. Flag on the play. Polsino called for the foul. And so Hastings will have a man-up opportunity here. 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a 1-goal lead for Rhinebeck. The Yellow Jackets have scored the only goal of the half. That came off the stick of the senior Chris Prawl. Yellow Jackets work it all the way around the perimeter. Capuano's shot goes high, and Hastings stays with possession. Fromm stays with it. And now here, Erez, the high shot. But once again, Hastings keeps possession. Prawl brings it back in play. Penalty end, so Now full strength, but the goal from Prowl before Rhyneck could get everyone back into the defensive third. And that ties the game at 5. Prowl with his second goal of the quarter. And an important one to get the score back to even. Face-off coming between Herbstman and Pereira. And it will be possession to Hastings as they call the infraction on Rhyneck. Hastings looking for its first lead since the first quarter. That one off the mark. The Yellow Jackets led 1-0, and that was their only lead of the game. But a turnover caused by Foster on the far side, and it won't be on that possession. The pass goes off the sideline, so a turnover, and just like that, Hastings with another opportunity here. That's the hot hand of Prowl. Prowl passes it off to Capuano. Capuano draws 2 defenders, but still controls it. Five minutes to go in the quarter. And we get interference called, so that results in the Hastings turnover, possession back to Rhyneck.
Go, Zappy, go!
Coletta clears it. And that one, a shot from Dorico off the mark. But it will stay with Rhyneck. Dorico kind of camped out right to the side of the crease. A little bit of a difficult angle, but a clear shot on it. Here's Thur controlling it for Rhyneck. Pereira's shot saved by Cortijo. And Hastings comes away with the ground ball. Capuano clears it. Now the pass over to Erez, and he loses it. But Hastings keeps possession as we close in on 3 minutes. Rhyneck forces the turnover, and the outlet pass too high. We have a stoppage in the action. We'll see what the call is from the official. So Rhyneck will be awarded the possession just inside the midfield line. That's where Pereira will start things for the Panthers. Hard stick hit, and Hastings comes up with it. Hebstman forced the turnover, and now it's a ground ball on the other side. Hastings stays with it. Erez controls it. And we will have a timeout called by Hastings head coach Thomas Corvedu. So with 2:29 to go here in the third, game all even at 5, we'll step aside.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Late third quarter action here at Rhinebeck High School. All even at 5 between Hastings and Rhinebeck. Yellow Jackets possession. Isaac Erez will start things off for the visitors. Erez with the 2 early goals for Hastings. Rifles that one high, and a save for Zingier. Zingier, his 9th save of the day. And the 6-footer loses it there. And now we'll get called for the foul, so possession to Hastings. We're inside of 2 minutes as the Yellow Jackets look for the lead. Another save for Zingier. The quick stick from the freshman really came up big for Rhinebeck in its victory over their rival Blindbrook, one of their 2 wins on the season. And pressure once again, as that will lead to a timeout for Rhinebeck. And Coach Sable not happy with his team off the turnover. Hastings got another good shot on goal, and Zingier forced to make a couple of saves there here in the late third quarter. 1:29 to go before the quarter break, and Rhinebeck has been held off the scoreboard here in the second half. The Panthers led 5-3 at the break. And Rhinebeck still looking for some of that first half offensive magic. But this is a Rhinebeck team that has played a lot of schools that are much bigger than them. Their 2-6 record a bit deceiving as they've played 3 teams in Class A. They're in Class D, so they're going up against much bigger and stronger competition. And still fighting through, looking for its 3rd win of the season. So now we reset here as Zingier will start things off, or rather it's Thur who had the possession, but the turnover, and Hastings with another opportunity. The Yellow Jackets have clawed back into this game. Their last lead was 1-0 back in the beginning of the game. Still in search of the lead once again. That's DeNovellis passing it around, and now under a minute to go for the Yellow Jackets. Erez looks forward. And Erez slips through, gets that shot off, and the goal for Isaac Erez. His 3rd of the game, and that puts Hastings in front 6-5. 3 unanswered goals for the Yellow Jackets here in the 3rd quarter. And with 42 seconds remaining here in the 3rd, Hastings has taken the lead back. Rhinebeck led by 2 on a couple of occasions. Just the 2nd lead of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Hilton and Herbstman to face off. Controlled by Herbstman. And Rhinebeck forces the turnover. Hilton controls it, 30 seconds remaining. Flag on the play. Should go against Hastings. That was a high stick hit. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. The pass up ahead and the save by Cortijo. That was Henenfent, who was wide open in front of the crease. 10 seconds to go now for Rhinebeck. That shot rifles wide, and now 4 seconds remain on the clock with the stoppage in the action. We'll get the referee's call. Rhinebeck will have a man up here to close out the quarter and to begin the 4th as well. Thur with the possession and 4 seconds on the clock. Foul called on Herbstman. And Thur will just hold it in the corner. So that'll end the 3rd quarter, but a big 3rd quarter for Hastings as the Yellow Jackets outscore the Panthers 3-0 in that period. We head to the 4th with the Yellow Jackets leading by 1.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Start of the fourth quarter. Start of the fourth quarter. Hastings with a 6-5 lead over Rhinebeck, and the Panthers starting with possession. That's Dorico passing it off to Pereira. The pass inside and the shot no good from Bianchini. And so the Hastings defense stands tall on the first possession of the quarter. Hastings outscoring Rhinebeck 3-0 in that third quarter to surge back in front. The Panthers led 5-3 at halftime. Out of the X position, that's Erez with a shot. And the score, Isaac Erez, his fourth goal of the game. Back-to-back goals for the senior. And that puts Hastings up by 2. Largest lead of the day for the Yellow Jackets. Seven to 5. Hastings in front now. Erez has powered the offense throughout the day for the Yellow Jackets, but off the infraction, the possession will be awarded to Rhinebeck. And Dorico will start things off. Rhinebeck playing with the man-up advantage here. And they turn it over. So the Hastings defense really locking down here in the second half. Held Rhinebeck scoreless in that third quarter, then comes up with the turnover. Short-handed. Pereira will start the possession off for Rhinebeck. Thorough rifles that one, and a save by Cortijo, his 8th save of the afternoon. Pereira loses it. And the high pass finds its way to midfield. As it's still a loose ball, Hastings comes up with it now, running the fast break. And that's in there for a score from Jack Fromm, his second of the game. And it puts Hastings up by 3. What a second half for the Yellow Jackets. 2 goals here in the 4th to take a 3-goal lead. Face-off time once again, and this time it will be Wisniewski against Hilton. Pereira started off in the face-off circle for Rhinebeck, and then Hilton took over the duties. And the jump ball picked up momentarily by Hilton. Looks like a disagreement between the 2 officials. The one closer to the action was going to award possession to Rhinebeck. The one on the far side had a Hastings call. And so possession to Rhinebeck. Panthers looking to get some type of offensive flow back, as they've been held scoreless here in the second half. Reese, who has the 3 goals today, the lefty makes a move, but the foul call will give the possession back to Hastings. Nice defense from Richards to come up with the turnover. And we're inside of 9 minutes. Thur clears it for the Panthers. And Thur goes inside. That shot wide. Thur wanting a foul call, but will not get one. Possession stays with Rhinebeck. And a turnover, entry pass, tried to slip through traffic. Erez brings it forward. He will clear it as we hit the 8-minute mark. That shot, a save by Zingier off the stick of Capuano. Tenth save of the day for Zingier, but Hastings will take the possession back on the interference call. They work out of the X position, the pass in front too high, and Hastings will keep possession as Capuano pulls it in. Another save for Zingier. Panthers move it forward with ease. And Bianchini bounces that one in. And Rhinebeck back on the scoreboard. Bianchini rolling that one toward the goal, getting there just before the defense could stop it. There was a flag on the play, but the goal stands. And that makes it 8-6 as we hit the 7-minute mark. Pereira works back in the face-off circle. Rhinebeck will be a man down here on this possession as Dorico forced to step off. Face-off won by Rhinebeck. And that one off the mark. Bianchini looking for a second straight score. But it was not to be. Rhinebeck keeps possession here. And that one rifled in, but a save by Cortijo. Sends that one high, off the sideline. Possession to Rhinebeck. Panthers with an opportunity here. Reese slips in and gets the goal. Dylan Reese's fourth of the game, and it's back to a one-score contest. How about that? 50 seconds separating the two scores for Rhinebeck. And new life for the Panthers. Rhinebeck held scoreless for the first quarter and a half of this second half, but now back-to-back goals have the Panthers within one. And off the foul, another possession for Rhinebeck. Panthers playing with a man up here as we tick inside of 6 minutes. Third controls it for the hosts. Now here's Pereira. Pereira will slip in the shot off the stick of Cortijo. And Pereira still controls it. The pass knocked down by Cortijo though. Cortijo in the double figures for saves on that possession. Hastings now back to full strength. Five minutes remaining. Battle for it right near midfield. Rhinebeck comes up with it. That's Griffo passing it forward to Reese. And Rhinebeck turns it over. Dino Velis on the far side. Passes it back. Perez controls it. Bouncing toward the sideline, and possession stays with Hastings. And we have a timeout on the field. Hastings wants to talk things over here, leading by 1 with 4:02 to go.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand. LMC Media's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by M&T Bank. We understand what's important.
Final 4 minutes of this one, and it's shaping up to be quite a good one. A 1-goal advantage for Hastings. The Yellow Jackets with the possession. This has been a big second half for Hastings, outscoring Rhinebeck 5-2. Yellow Jackets scored the first 5 of the half to take a 3-goal edge before Rhinebeck scored 2 in less than a minute, just a few moments ago, to pull back into this one. They took advantage of a man-up advantage, and that one, a nice save from Zingier as Erez was looking for another score. Rhinebeck comes up with it here, but turns it right back over on the long pass. Erez slows it up for the Yellow Jackets. Capuano controls it now. 3 minutes to go in the game. Behind the back shot from Erez off the mark. And Zingier comes up with the ground ball. That pass too high, it goes right to the stick of Fromm, and Hastings right back on the attack. The goal from Pro, his 3rd of the game, all 3 coming in the second half, and that puts Hastings back in front by 2. The Yellow Jackets needed that one. All the momentum heading Rhinebeck's way, and that stopped the momentum. The 3rd goal of the quarter for Hastings, the 3rd of the half for Chris Prowl, the senior. And more importantly, it doubles the lead back to 2 with 2:34 remaining in the game. Pereira and Wisniewski in the face-off. Picked up by Leone momentarily. And Hastings comes away with it. Third takes it back for Rhinebeck. They're going backwards toward the goal. And now a fight for it on the far side. We'll get a stop in the action. 2 minutes exactly remaining in this one. And it will be possession to Hastings. So the Yellow Jackets with an opportunity here to try to milk the clock. That's Capuano bringing it past midfield, and he will clear it into the offensive third. The pass too high for Fromm, and Rhinebeck takes over. Minute 39 remaining in the contest. Rhinebeck needs to work quickly here, looking for 2 scores. Ground ball on the far side, and Capuano picks it up. Pass too high, and the turnover with 1:04 remaining on the clock. It will be Rhinebeck possession. 64 seconds to go. And Pereira starts the possession for Rhinebeck as we tick inside of 1 minute. Here's Reese, already with 4 goals today. Reese forced to pull it back out, 50 seconds now. And here's Coletta. Timeout called by Rhinebeck. Coach Sable wanting to talk things over. With 43.3 remaining on the clock, Rhinebeck looking to score, win the faceoff, and come down and score once again. All that just to force overtime, trailing by 2. Rhinebeck led 5-3 at halftime, and it has been a big second half for Hastings. Outside of a 1 minute period in the middle of this quarter in which Rhinebeck scored 2 goals. Outside of that, the Panthers have been held scoreless here over the second 24 minutes of action. Hastings outscored Rhinebeck 3-0 in the third quarter to take a 6-5 lead entering this final period. Then they scored the first 2 in the period to go up by 3. Those 2 quick goals from Rhinebeck right in the middle of the quarter pulled them back within 1. All the momentum at that point heading Rhinebeck's way. But then that third goal from Chris Prowl just a few moments ago took the rug right out from underneath Rhinebeck just as they were climbing and clawing their way back into the game, and now find themselves in a 2-goal deficit with 40 seconds remaining as it's Reese slipping through. Reese's shot is in there, and that makes it a 1-goal game with 34.9 remaining. A 5th goal today for Dylan Reese. And now this final 35 seconds, all the more interesting. Can Rhinebeck win the face-off here to give themselves a chance? It will be Herbstman and Pereira in the face-off circle. The senior Herbstman, the junior Pereira. Pereira has won 55% of the face-offs he's faced this year, and does so there as the infraction called against Hastings. Reineck with the ball, and 30 seconds remaining. Down one, it's Pereira moving toward the goal, and that equals the game. Pereira nets it with 26.6 remaining. His first goal of the day pulls the game even at 9. Wow, Matthew Pereira wins the faceoff and goes straight down. Nobody stops him on the Hastings defense, and he takes it himself to tie the game at 9. Wisniewski now will face Pereira in the face-off circle. Ball pops loose, and Pereira picks it up inside of 20 seconds. A hard stick check. The ball still loose. Reineck comes up with it. It's Reese. 10 seconds to go for the Panthers. Can they pull off the comeback now? 7 seconds, and the ball will find the stick of Dorico. It bounces in with 1 second remaining. Third redirects it into the goal. What a comeback for Reineck. 3 goals in the final 35 seconds. And with 1.1 seconds remaining, Reineck closing in on its 3rd win of the season. Thur and Herbstman, Pereira and Herbstman will meet in the face-off circle. Hastings does not have enough time to get up and get even a shot off. So right after this face-off, that'll do it. And Reineck picks up the victory in the improbable comeback. The Panthers trailed by 2 with 35 seconds remaining, and they scored 3 goals. Pereira, the game-tying goal, and then Thur, the game winner, with 1.1 seconds remaining to give Reineck the 10-9 victory. 5 goals in that 4th quarter for the Panthers, and an improbable comeback for Reineck as they improve to 3-6 on the season. Hastings falls to 3-7 on the year. 5 goals from Dylan Reese, 2 from Noah Thur, and 1 each from Pereira, Bianchini, and Dorico. Erez led the way for Hastings with 4. Prawl with 3 goals, all coming in the second half, and 2 from Jack Fromm. So Reineck victorious here over Hastings. 10-9 the final. For our camera person today, Fabio Risso, and our community sports producer, Rob Moretti, I'm Ian Sachs, saying so long from Reineck High School. The Panthers win it 10-9.